Yesterday and today, it's just the first time drive with this 4XS from the Carisma. I started with completely stock setup from instruction manuals. Um, when I tried the first batteries with all the stock setup, I can feel a bit the car is too soft, like a shock coils, or something like this. I can feel like understeer, too soft the things. So I tried to fix something like a small detail changed. But it's first of all, I have after a couple batteries, like 4 or 5 batteries later, I have a problem with this the bevel gear inside the gearbox and the screws, which is like really tiny, small screws for like this inch size. I tried to put a thread lock, kind of really stiff, hard, strong thread locks, but still this came off. Then this piece is just loose. Then the gear mesh was it's going too loose, and then I just to break some teeth of the gears. So I really, first of all, it's really I like to recommend to use something like a super glue, which is same like for the gluing tires. So use a super glue with the screws put on there, then just make much as possible to tight. Then I think it's this bevel gear. I think stay there. Then I think much have less chance to get the same trouble. So the first things I recommend to use something super glue when you tie the screws. This ones. So this is the first step. Then second step, I feel the stock oil. They come with a kit. It's 45 weight on the front and 35 on the back. I just try to by hands as what number of oils feel nice on this track or these temperatures. I decide to use the 60 for front, and the rear is 45. Also depends on the blend. You can feel something different, the feeling, but now I have only these two blends, so I choose 60 front from Rosie, 45 from Associated. For around outside temperature like 20 degrees, so not too hot, not too cold, normal temperatures. I recommend start the 60 and 45. But when it's more hot temperatures outside like 30 degrees or more cold temperature like under 10 degrees, I think also should be change the number of oil. When it's hot, maybe 70, sometimes maybe 75 on the front. Rear 50, maybe 55. And then when it's cold temperature, like it's less than 10 degrees or near 0 degrees, like really cold place, maybe start from 50 front, or maybe kit oil, maybe it's work with the colder temperatures. So just also I choose the number of oil because of temperatures and track size, because today I drive a rally track in Hong Kong. The track was quite big because the one lap about 27 seconds, which just mean like a normal indoor track lap around 20 seconds. So it's kind of the big side track. So I need some harder oil for easier to drive. So I changed the shock oil, improve a lot of lap time things. I checked some lap times. Still, I didn't try to push so hard to get best lap times, but at least I can have maybe more than 1 second faster when I check the shock oil. And plus, I start with the slipper clutch. Actually, they don't say anything to which one you should start with, slipper clutch or just normal the gear depth on the center. I think I just wonder to try the slipper clutch first, and then feel okay. So much good accelerations, it's fast, but a little bit difficult to drive when it's if pull trigger too early. Then after I change to the gear depth, the oil is coming with the kit, 100,000 oil. Car is much more easier to drive, especially when it's on power, and also I can feel off power have a little more easy to turning. So for dirt track, low to medium bite, I recommend to use the gear depth. I think still I have chance to change the gear depth oil when I need more forward bite or more turning on the off power. but I think it's 100,000 oil. I think it's a really good balance for now. So I don't change its all numbers. Just leave it this to just keep going to the testing more. And yeah, I just recommend to when it's low and mid bite, get F, and when it's really high bite like carpet or astroturf, I think it's the slipper clutch is good. And then this slipper clutch have many of the clutch pad, like a slipper pad, about four piece on one side and one piece on the other side, so total 5, which is, I think this is one of most have a use a pad, total 5. But more pad is have more torque, so I think you should use you should adjust for a little bit more softer or loose for the springs, which is this track I just tight 2.4 millimeters, which is kind of, it's pretty loose, but still car is really good forward tractions for forward less ones. So these things I think is you can try more half turn each, more tight, more loose. It depends on the track conditions, but I think it's good to start with is 2.4 millimeters. So this is you have choice already from a kit. So I think this is it's really good options. Other things I test with the wheelbase. Now this car actually it's kind of long wheelbase car compared to any other manufacturer's cars. But it's really the wheelbase is adjustable with these washers, and also outside for the hub. They have 3 on the hub, 7 washers on inside, and each washer thickness is 1 millimeter. And start with 4 washer front and 2 washer here, so 6 millimeters is longer than shortest wheelbase. Then I step by step I reduce all the time, so 2 millimeter each, make reduce, and I make this shorter wheelbase. It makes more easier to turn, especially for hairpins or U-turns or afterland jumps, big sweepers. I can feel just much more steering from rear end, but I don't feel any loose traction on the rear. Just more nice rotation on the corner. So when you feel like it's a little bit understeer, I really like to recommend try shortest wheelbase. I think it's most aggressive and most turning, but maybe sometimes a little bit difficult drive. When you feel difficult drive, I think you just put each 1 millimeter here or here, make more longer wheelbase, make more slower reaction, so the car is much more easier to drive. And one important thing is when you change to the wheelbase with the washers, also you have to adjust with the shock angle. Shock angle mean for forward or backwards, it just depends on how much degree from shock towers and arm squat. When it's the kit, for the stock setup is 0 washer on the shock towers and a 4 millimeter washer in front of the rear arms. Then 0 washers makes perfect angle with arms squat and then shock angle almost 90 degrees, which is the perfect angle. And when you reduce the washer here, each 1 millimeter, you have to put also washer on here, same amount. So if take it out 1 washer here, you have to add 1 washer here. So now I take it out all of the 4 washers to make more shorter wheelbase. So I have to put 4 washers here, which is 4 millimeter. Then you can keep same angle to just go shock all the way forward. So just the one important thing is that these washers and here's it's always connect. So if when you reduce, you have to add more here. Something I want to more try like shock angles or the upper link positions. the swabbers, shock lengths, all the small detail things. Sadly, I have not so much time till now, so I can do this for maybe later. Also, I have time to practice it tomorrow, and also on Sunday race, I have maybe chance to try something other things. So after that, maybe I have a step by step, take the note, then post on something like a setup sheet, so easy to see what I changed and what I choose to set up for the end for the race. So just yeah, that's all I changed for last 2 days.